more. Good morning. I'm Babz Rawls-Ivy. That's Terry Drost. Welcome to LoveBabz, LoveTalk. It's Giving Tuesday. Who are you giving to today, Harry?
Giving Tuesday. Is there somewhere we go to look up a list of people to give to?
You can go to Community Foundation, but I can tell you. Let me give you my top four. Community, Common Ground, Planned Parenthood of Southern New England, Arts Council, Long Wharf Theater, and
Well,
then five, if you want a fifth one, Symphony,
who?
the New Haven Symphony.
Even Symphony.
So I'm very arts heavy,
Well,
arts and education heavy.
you're very local too.
Yeah. Harry, I live local.
But this morning I was seeing this young lady talking about cystic fibrosis, and talking about to give to the CF Foundation and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go and look at my options.
Okay. Oh, and Elm City Lit Fest, because that's Ife's brainchild.
Okay, City Lit Fest. I gotta go and look at a list of things.
Okay. Well, you got all day today because it's Giving Tuesday. I have no money, but I'm gonna try to spread my $10 as best I can.
Well, if everybody just gives $1, give what you can.
Yeah. Particularly in this age where it's challenging.
And if you have $10 to give,
Give it.
see if you can spread it out.
Because $10 will go a long way.
Yeah.
Because if you're thinking, oh, $10 is not going to make a difference, there's 50 other people that's saying the same thing.
Yeah.
That's $50 right there. $50 can handle somebody's postage. They can handle a whole lot. $50 can handle a lot of things for an organization.
Yeah. I mean, I'll do a giving day for myself another day, right? And you you could go to my GoFundMe account and give to Harry Dro's retirement fund.
I need that too, Harry. It's like...
I think I started that fund a year ago, and I've gotten zero. So people don't think I should.
Have you been telling people?
I did it when I first initially did it, and I'm like, well, if not even my family wants to give me money for retirement, I guess I'll just leave that
don't
fund.
call it something else. I need a fund, Harry. I need a GoFundMe fund. I don't know what I'm gonna call it though. It's not gonna be retirement. It's like
I think I call my back hurts.
I need a wellness fund.
Back hurts fund.
Get Babz out of America fund.
Costa Rica, here I come fund.
I'm telling you, Harry, Costa Rica is the move. That's where we're going. We gotta go. That's where I'm headed. So, but yeah, so today is Giving Tuesday. Organizations all across this country need your help. And with this pandemic, and we're at the highest we've ever been with this pandemic. I mean, so many people have lost their lives. I mean, even Connecticut, the numbers are ridiculously high. At some point we got to close this country down. We're gonna have to follow other countries and shut down at least to 80%, Harry, because it's
I think it's up to.
You're seeing all the European countries that was listening to all the crazy people, telling them not, this whole ridiculous herd immunity, which people don't understand how herd immunity works, and it doesn't work in this regard. People are stupid. So now these countries are like, we should have never listened to that foolishness. Like, you have scientists. Listen to the people who know this stuff. So anyway, these countries now are starting to shut down their borders and starting to see a decline up to 30-40% in COVID cases. You just have to stop people from gathering. You have to stop people from moving about. You have to stop people from transmitting. So that on top of Giving Tuesday, you know, and you're already home. Some of y'all are already home. You don't got nothing else. You don't shop. You don't did Cyber Monday. Now it's Giving Tuesday. Yeah.
I forgot who I saw in the news this morning. I forgot who it is. Somebody who got COVID. Um, oh jeez.
Somebody famous?
Forget it, yeah. Forget it. I'll
Uh,
bring it up.
People are getting it 2 and 3 times now. You're starting to see this thing. People are going to be very bummed when they get this vaccine, and it's going to be like not the super cure. It's
Well,
not a cure.
I think that's gonna be like 4 of them, right, on the market. So
I guess by the time we're done, Harry, it'll be 50 million of them. 50 million. You're gonna be able to walk in Walgreens and get you a COVID vaccine.
well, yeah, I mean that's right now is Pfizer, Moderna, AstraZeneca, and Johnson & Johnson should be not too far behind. So yeah, I think by June of next year, we're gonna have a lot of options.
We got shut down before then, though. We have to shut down. We're gonna have to really curtail people's movement.
Yeah. So I mean, it's interesting because Pfizer has 100 million doses ready. Moderna 20 million.
But one of them has a tough storage issue. Like one of them has to have it like it has to stay at a particular temperature 24, like 24/7.
Yeah,
Whereas the other ones don't require that.
Pfizer, you have to be like 120 below or something like that.
It
So
would be nice, Harry, if they could get around the table and say, "Look, let's all do this together." I know there's no money in that.
so that's the problem. Well, it's the solution and the problem, right? So the reason we have vaccines so quickly is because it was the public-private. You know, they basically made a deal, public-private, so we would get the vaccine quickly. But private means they got to get paid. So that's the competition there, where all these companies, I mean, they're all going to get paid because we have 350 million people. So we're going to need a lot of doses. And then most of these things, you need 2 doses of these.
Yeah.
So they'll all get paid, and they're all claiming to be 95% effective.
Mm-hmm.
So it's I mean, I just want to get rid of this COVID.
You're like, I don't care what we got. I don't care how many doses.
I don't care how you do it.
It's like I quit.
I was talking to somebody who was on vacation recently, and they went to a zone that is
zone
that's pretty interesting. And then when they came back, they made them, test. But it's interesting here in Connecticut is I thought you had to automatically quarantine for 14 days coming from, certain zones. No, they
just about everywhere now.
Well, it's either 14 days or you get the test. So it's basically get the test when you come off, and 3 days later, if you're negative, they let you go. You don't have to stay for 14 days. Well, at least that's what I'm told by this person who just came back from vacation.
I don't think that's accurate, because my daughter came back from DC a month ago or weeks ago, and she had to take the test and quarantine.
Well, and my son, well, it depends also on, there's the state rules, and then there's also your employer's rules, right? So a lot of employers are saying, see you in 14 days. We want the negative test, but see you in 14 days.
My youngest daughter, my oldest daughter works for Amazon, and they test there. They test at Amazon for free.
So, I mean, it's free pretty much everywhere. I mean, I haven't seen anybody have to even show insurance information. I've been tested, no insurance information.
Yeah, I got tested. I got tested early.
Yeah.
I don't really. I mean, I've been tested. I don't really need to be tested. But I got a whole other thing going on.
I needed to get tested because Karen was in the vicinity of somebody who came down with COVID.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so we stood, you remember I was, not that I go anywhere, but I was in the house for 14 days before we actually left to even get, our normal Walmart order.
I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I don't know how this vaccine is going to work, right? Particularly if they make this vaccine like if you don't show that you've had it, you can't, it restricts you. It's gonna be difficult for somebody like me who can't take vaccines. So I have to carry some other documents saying this is why I can't, I'll be like a runaway slave.
Well, yeah,
with my freedom papers.
I forgot what country is doing basically that you have to have
the papers.
COVID papers.
Oh God, I feel like
it's almost like you need your passport to go back to work. So they stop you. It's not enough to show your license.
Harry, freedom papers. I'm telling you, this is slavery mess. You're gonna need freedom papers.
Wow.
God help you.
Yes.
I know what I'm gonna do. I was like, listen, I can't. I'm gonna need freedom papers that exempt me.
That would be scary in America because some people just aren't good people.
And they already, there's already a target on your back if you're black. So it's not even on your back. It's
some people aren't good people.
Forehead.
So yeah, that would be scary in America. If that comes to America, oh my God. I wouldn't know what to do.
I wouldn't know what to do either, Harry. I'd have to get with the underground or something.
Because I'm not a conformist, so.
What do you mean you're not a conformist? You put a seatbelt on when you get in your car, right?
But when you start now making me have papers to prove that I'm legit.
Well, you have a driver's license, don't you?
Different.
Why? You have a marriage license, don't you?
That's all of that is optional.
You have an insurance card, don't you?
Choose to do those things.
Yeah, no, you don't choose to do them. You want to drive your car, you have your driver's license on you. You want to drive your car, you got your insurance papers in there.
Driving a car is a choice.
And your registration, you got your registration papers in your car.
And also, there's plenty of people who are driving.
Not enough. It's not the majority.
Plenty of people.
And the consequences are hard, steep for people who get caught driving without all those things.
I've been in an accident with people who don't have insurance, who don't have a pot to piss in.
And they suffer terribly. It's a terrible thing to get caught up in an accident when you don't have insurance.
So yeah, well, I'm the one who suffered in that situation, right? Because now I have to sue my own insurance company.
Yeah, well, that's why you want everybody to conform.
But they don't. I don't buy that everybody's following the rules.
Yeah, but you follow the rules. All you can concern yourself is if you do what you're supposed to do.
I know, but everybody
and and be an example to those in your pod, right?
Everybody doesn't put on their seatbelt.
I don't know everybody. I know in my circle, and my circle is vast and wide.
But that's not enough.
Well, I don't know if it's not enough or not. I only know what I could do. I can't deal with the nuances of who ain't doing it.
Hey, we should.
I can only go with what I'm doing, right? So I know I got to do what I got to do.
It's all optional. When you go to work, they don't tell you, oh, do you have insurance for your car? Are you driving to work legally?
No, that's not their job to do that. You know whose job that is? The police. La policia.
You're saying the popo should pull you.
Policio. What is it? La policia. La policia.
over just to see if you have your license, or if you
They
have
do. They
no,
pull you over, Harry.
they have
License and registration, please.
they have to pull you over. But should they pull you over just to check if you have?
They do.
Well,
That's why they. That's what all those when they do during the holidays. That's when they do all those stop.
oh,
When they let you know what we're gonna be checking license and registration on Thursday.
when they have sobriety checks, that's totally different.
But no, not just sobriety checks. They do those. They do those checks. Harry, I used to be a police commissioner. We used to schedule those things, checking for license and registration.
No, I know that when they have, my ways always says there's a spot there, that
Are you?
speed check. I'll be like, okay, turning, going around.
Oh my gosh, Harry, that cracks me up. Cracks me up. Let's see. So yeah. Oh, I know we could call it the Costa Rican hospitality. The Costa Rica Hospitality Inn Fund. That's a good name, Harry. Markeisha wrote a wonderful piece on her Blacksit. She's on this new news blog that she's a founder of, and she wrote this wonderful piece on exiting America. It's well done. I read it last night. I was quite moved by it.
Exiting. So we don't want to fix America. We just want to leave it.
I don't know if there's any fixing to be done, Harry. I don't know if there's any fixing. I don't know if there's any fixing to be done.
What happens when China or Russia decide to move into Costa Rica?
They haven't done it yet. It'll take them a little while. They're too preoccupied with Africa. That's a huge ordeal right there.
North Korea, who's claiming that they haven't had one case of COVID.
Okay, we are, the era of lying is done. I don't care about what they're saying. They're not truthful.
Haven't had one case of COVID yet. Kim Jong-un is quarantining himself on an island.
Does that sound like a man that believes there's no COVID in his country? He ain't out walking in the square amongst the peoples.
He left his sister to run the country.
He sounds like a man that is assured there's no COVID.
Yep. So South Korea has had a lot of cases, but North Korea, no.
Of course.
No, not them. No way. Just like for a while told us they were.
We're ushering out the age of lying. You know how the age of innocence, the age of enlightenment. This is the age. We're ushering out the age of lying. We've had 4 years of complete, total, unabridged lies, and now we don't. Goodbye.
Goodbye. A mass extinction of event.
The CDC panel is set to vote Tuesday. Who gets the coronavirus first? Black people are gonna be like, no, Jose, no.
They were talking about the elderly and people of color.
I know, but you know how we gonna do, Harry? We're not gonna be the first ones in line.
Yeah, I mean, everybody I've talked to said that they're going to give it 10 months. We'll jump in after 10 months. We'll see how the guinea pigs do first. So there you go. Everybody's not going to just get the vaccine. Everybody's going to wait, see what happens to the people who took it.
I don't want to laugh about that, but yeah.
they want to make sure that they're not going to grow a third ear
or get some disease, or they die anyway,
or your third eye starts coming out your forehead, right? So
yeah.
a lot of people are just going to sit and wait, and that's actually the fear of the CDC and Dr. Fauci, who was saying we're going to need more than the people who are willing to take it. We're going to need a lot more people to take it. So we'll see. I might jump in and take it.
Well, I mean, people are going to take it, Harry. I'm just saying it's going to be a little bit of reservation.
But I'm saying I might jump in and be, one of the first few people to take it. I'm, not wait the required 10 to 16 months that minorities are gonna, put on the vaccine, just to see if, I mean, who knows? I might start growing hair again.
Is that a dream, Harry? Harry, what's up with these monoliths that are showing up in these odd places? Have you seen this? Utah and all these other places.
Yeah, you saw that Utah, a monolith showed up and then disappeared. It just disappeared. So it's like, okay.
Well, people are saying they saw people take some of them down. I don't know.
A lot of those things that are just showing up are kind of hard to move. So
yeah, they're 12 feet still structures. I bet you some kind of art installation. This doesn't sound like alien kind of stuff. Does this sound like alien stuff? It's cliched alien stuff.
You can only hope that's alien stuff.
Listen, this is what I need aliens to do. I need to do something a little bit more interesting than monoliths in places.
I almost need something big to happen, Like, I think we've progressed. The government saying that there's ships that they have no idea where they come from. So I need to see one of those land on the White House lawn, and I think we're there already,
Cliched.
Well, where are they gonna go? I mean,
I think somebody, like how people were making the crop circles, Harry. It's just
right.
It's just
why go to
people doing this foolishness?
Why are the aliens gonna go to Bumpkus?
when they can go to New York and blend in.
To land on the White House lawn. I'm not gonna believe you if a farmer says, "Yeah." I mean, but why?
I see some symbols in the field that you can only see from space.
Yeah, I'm like, why would your farm? How are you important? What? I want them to land on the White House lawn.
Well, they might not know what the White House means.
Babz, they're traveling light years.
I guess you're right, Harry. If they know where Downing Street is, they know where 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue is. If they know where the Kremlin is, they know where. I mean, they know where all the heads of states live and work.
Like all these Christians waiting for Jesus to show up in the clouds. He might be driving a spaceship.
Or walking among you, homeless and hungry.
Nah. He tried that. They killed him.
He can try it again. Sometimes you got to do it again, Harry. I don't think people would believe. I think if Jesus showed up and say, "Hey, what's happening? I'm Jesus," I don't think nobody would believe it. I don't know how he would have to show up for people to believe it.
Why would you? I mean, if you're going to show up, flex your muscle.
What does that mean, Harry? Like, I don't part the Red Seas. They did that already.
No, don't do the humble. Jesus, treat me like you would want to be treated. Forget that stuff.
Harry, that's the whole basis for everything. What are you talking about? Are you going to show up and be like Trump? Oh, now Trump is the new Jesus?
See, but it would be Jesus, so everything he said would be true, right? So let's just flex some muscle.
What does that mean?
I mean, act like a god. Don't act.
What is act? See, acting like a god is some Eurocentric mind foolishness. That's rooted in Eurocentric patriarchy.
Oh, Babz, we're supposedly made in his image. If it's in me, it's in
That's what I
him.
mean. Show up like a regular person.
Done
that already? Okay.
It doesn't work because I'm not even gonna let him in my house. Prove your Jesus.
I am that I am that I am. I am who you say I am.
I mean, like, show me your COVID papers.
And he would be an immigrant. So that's already against you.
Well, that goes without say, right? Jesus was the.
Skin is a little dark. That's strike number 2.
He was the number 1 alien, right? He says, I am not from this earth. So there you go. You're not from here.
Okay.
Show me your papers.
So Jesus would have a tough time right about now.
Show me your papers.
He'd be at the borders too, locked up.
Well, what border does he come from, right? The sky? Do we have borders up there?
I don't know.
I mean, we do have now the Space Force, right? So we might have borders.
I tell you what, you see the fine brother, the very talented brother up at the space station? I didn't know NASA was rolling talent like that. I'm just saying, Harry. You seen that brother?
Who?
The brother up the brother that's up on
Space Force?
On the space station. You know, he's gonna be up there for a few months. You know, they just sent a bunch of folks up. He's one of them.
No, the International Space Station.
Yeah. They just sent the brother up. You've seen him, Harry? He's talented. I was like, NASA getting down like that? I might have to send me a little inquiry note. And you know, when you go to space, Harry, your aging slows down. So everybody else ages and you don't. Your aging slows down considerably, which is quite interesting. I learned that I wanted to be a civilian astronaut.
Right, but the lack of gravity, the bone density changes, and it all depends how
it has its benefits and not benefits.
Yeah, so who's the guy? I think he won Arizona, the astronaut.
Oh yeah, Mark Kelly.
Yeah, he was in space for a while.
A while.
Testing what it does to your body.
Like a year or something.
So, and there's so much that it does to your bone density and all that it's taxing. It's taxing adjusting to our atmosphere after being outside of it. So
I'm glad he won. He's getting sworn in tomorrow, I think. Speaking of tomorrow, Harry, I'm hosting the Arts Council celebration, the 40th Art Awards. I'm so excited. It's very Black this year. All the awardees are Black. The Lifetime Achievement people aren't Black, but everybody else is Black. It's gonna be fun. We're doing it. I'm gonna be downtown, live at the new Arts Council. You know, we renovated our building, our offices. So it's the Sandbox. So I'm gonna be live from there with the band and some other surprises. You know, to see folks get their awards. They shot video. So it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be a nice evening. A couple of hours, not long, just a couple of hours. And I'm looking forward to it. I should have went and got a haircut. I need a haircut. I get a haircut. I might
So
do
the
one.
Subway sandwich shop in New Haven is closing for good.
Why? Where is it?
I
There's
guess.
like a bunch of them. Aren't there a bunch of them?
Under Joe's studio.
I thought they were already closed.
Well, right, the Subway sandwich shop at Chapel and Temple Street appears to have closed permanently, according to the New Haven Independent.
And why? Because of COVID or because they
I
just wasn't doing well?
I would think it's COVID, but supposedly the story said that they owed a lot of back rent.
Taxes? Oh, back rent.
Yeah.
It's hard pushing them sandwiches. Ain't nobody, you got to push, when you push that sandwiches, Harry, you got to push them in communities where people can buy them.
Well, yeah, you gotta have people buy a lot of sandwiches. I mean, $5 is. I don't know how you make money at $5 a sub.
Right.
And what I'm worried is that Vito's, they're in downtown New Haven. That's my favorite sandwich shop of New Haven. Vito's.
And then listen, they were good friends with my mom when my mother was alive. I used to go in there all the time.
And when I went to New Haven last week, I went to stop at Vito's and it was closed due to the pandemic. So
okay. Well, they're a small business, so they can roll how they want to roll.
So
I used to go in there and get me a they make a good salad too, Harry. When I was a meat eater.
And I'm sorry because I forgot the lady's name. She would greet me so well every time I walked into Vito's. So
no, they were very nice to my mom. I went in there after my mom died.
Really,
they just couldn't have been nicer.
Yeah, so I would definitely miss Vito's. Now Vito himself, I remember one time I went to get a meatball grinder. And I wanted to add different stuff on it. I think it was lettuce, tomatoes, and peppers, and and he told me, no. And I'm like, what? And he's like, you're messing up the meatball grinder. You're messing it up.
He's like a sandwich Nazi. No, I don't care what you want. Let me tell you how the sandwich gonna go. You're messing with my sandwich, the way I make this sandwich. I know what's best.
Yeah, the son would give me my sandwich, however, but I remember when he said that, I didn't know if he was serious, so I just said, okay, plain, because I was hungry.
Like, I'm not gonna be here fighting you for a sandwich that I'm paying for. I said, oh my God, Harry, that is hilarious.
Like, oh my God, but their sandwiches are the best. The honeymoon sandwich was the best.
Oh, all the menu.
Yeah, oh my God. That was my favorite sandwich. And they just know how to make sandwiches. Honestly,
I think you're right.
Sandwich, and I was in Waterbury, I would drive down to, Vito's. Go down to New Haven. So.
No, you're right. I mean.
But that's the part of all this, right? I was watching this morning business owners from Colorado saying that if they shut down again, their businesses are done. So that's the scary part, that people are losing livelihood.
I mean, we've seen it here, one of our favorite places, the Beer Collective. They were one of the early ones to shut down. And I was really sad by that,
Yeah, and the thing is that you have businesses that have employees that have been with them for years, and suddenly it's not just the business, it's people losing their jobs, and it's crazy. It's crazy, and I don't know how the government is going to fix this. I mean, it's impossible to fix stuff like that. But
it's not. I mean, listen,
to be
listen,
so.
Biden has pulled together an amazing economic team. Like these are some of the finest economic minds in the world. So they, they are on this. And I follow the sister, Rouse. And I mean, she really is a bold thinker around economic stuff. And um the government is gonna have to do a lot, Harry, to get people, right side up. I mean, they're gonna have to do a lot, you know.
Yeah, because the governor of Colorado was saying, "Oh, we've done stuff to help them. We've extended the tax period. Well, if you're not making money, you can't pay your taxes. I'm sorry. So
True.
extending
Yeah, no, you're right.
it makes no sense. It's like when they extended it for here in Connecticut. I'm like, okay, but at the end of it, you still have to pay your taxes, and you haven't been paid for 7 months or 8 months.
No, listen, people have to secure housing, right? Like if you haven't paid your rent since this started because you lost your job, and unemployment, Harry, is not a lot of, at least I know, unemployment is not a lot of money. And even if you strung all your unemployment payments together to make up for some rent, what about your other bills, your utilities, groceries, just the necessities of things? And I'm not talking about people who are already poor. I'm talking about people who were at least paycheck to paycheck or paycheck ahead. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
all right, I know it's tight, but I know I got money coming in so I can keep juggling, right? So you get comfortable with juggling because you got a steady income coming in. But when that is pulled from you, all of it starts to hit you at once. I got a call this morning from a bill collector, Harry. This is what I hate about bill collectors. And I hadn't had a bill collector call me in a long time. So I don't know what bill this is because I've paid pretty much all of my bills. They do this thing where they call my number. This is my number. It's been my number for 20 something years. And they go, can I speak to so and so? Can I speak to, me, Barbara Rawls-Ivy? It's like, well, who is this? This is a personal business matter. I said, well, you're asking for me, but I can't ask who you are. And I don't know who you are. And I don't know what you're calling about. Well, I need to verify who you are. Well, I need to verify who you are. This is me this morning, Harry, at 8:45 on the phone with somebody. Well, this is a personal business matter. Well, the person you want to speak to wants to know who you are. Well, can you verify? So then she goes, can you verify your phone number? I said, lady, you called this number. Obviously, you know this is my number. I said, what is this about? She goes, well, after I verify I'm speaking to the person I need to, this is a personal business matter. I said, you know what? I'm not going to have this conversation with you because I don't know who you are. I don't know what company you're with. I don't know anything. You just, with the number of people calling to pretend to be people, I don't know who you are. So you know what? Send me a note or a letter or something in the mail. She's like, well, can you verify your address? Nope. Bye. I hung up.
I
Harry, this is not the day and age to do that kind of stuff.
I just had a conversation with Xfinity Comcast about when I call, they want me to verify my last four of my social, and I'm like, listen, why would why would I give you the last one of my social? Are the last four of my social showing up on your screen right now? And they're like, well, yes, sir, you got to verify. I'm like, can you block that out? Why are the last four of my? Why should I have to verify the last four of my social? That is information that could be used to steal my identity. Are you guys so loose with my information like that that it's on your screen right now? And she's like, well, yeah, we can verify it another way. Well, let's figure that out. Well,
they're never gonna call us again, Harry.
like let's talk to your supervisor. Let's figure this out because last four of your social, I give you that, and you have it just on your screen right now. That's basically giving the license to steal my identity. So what? You guys have to come up with a different system and stop trying to verify people's social security numbers.
I say.
So
that's what I say, Harry. I just was annoyed by that. I'm like, lady, you're not even telling me who you are. Like, who are you? I see. You know what they should do? They should say, I'm calling from block. Just put the information out there from jump.
I told her to send me a text. I'll verify it through the text. If I get it, if I answer, verify.
And what she say? Okay, sir.
Yeah, they actually sent me a text to verify that what we were doing, the transaction we were doing was legit. And I'm like, that's how you verify. Stop asking people for their social.
Harry's like, I ain't playing with y'all. I'm not playing with y'all.
On my house line, I
don't even have a house line.
Well, I have the Magic Jack, right? So that's like I pay $19.99 for the $40 for the adapter, and then like $100 for 5 years of service.
Oh, I like that. I should do that. I don't really need another phone, so I don't even know. What am I?
So I just use it as an answering machine, basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
This way I don't have to give my cell phone number out. So
I like that.
When I check my messages, there's like every month there's like 20 scam messages. This is
it's so many scam artists out there, Harry.
Social Security Department, and we're freezing your account. Yeah, okay, let me forward this to.
I tell you the one I hate. Your warranty on your car is about to expire.
Yep.
I'm like, lady, if you don't stop calling me with this foolishness, and I got like a gazillion of them blocked because I just can't stand them.
And then, no offense to the police and fire departments, because I donated to those organizations, but they call too often.
Yeah, and there's some of them are scams, Harry.
And then a lot of them are scams. So I'm like, this is becoming difficult. You guys got to send me something so I can verify.
Yeah. I always tell them, just send me something in the mail.
Yeah. We got a scam call from a company in Florida claiming to want to rent out our timeshare. And it was like, oh, you'll get so much money and all this stuff. We sell it to corporate, these companies that do whatever, their trainings and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, okay. And I listened to the whole pitch. And I'm like, can you tell me what's your Better Business Bureau identification number? I just wanted to look you up. Oh, we're there. You know what? We're gonna email you all the information. Okay, email that to me. And then give me a call tomorrow. We'll discuss this after I look you up. Didn't get a call back.
No, they haven't called you back.
It's like, and they will scam you. Oh, we just need credit card on file.
They get so many people, Harry. That's why I don't answer. I don't listen. If you get calls, solicitation calls, just say no to all of it. All of it.
Yeah, I make these companies verify who they are, not me verify who I am. And that's what everybody should do.
Yeah.
Don't make them verify who you are. You have to verify that who you're talking to is an actual company. Like right now, there's a scam going online on Facebook of there's this ad saying that Aldi's will give you a free shopping.
It's a ton of those kind of scams, Harry.
And people are giving their credit card information. Don't do that. There's nothing.
They ask you for that kind of stuff. It's a hustle.
Yeah, nothing is free if they're asking you for your credit card.
Right.
That's not free.
But you know, you get these lonely people, Harry, because they'll talk to them and they'll do all this stuff. Yeah, it's a problem. It's a serious problem.
Yeah,
And you know who's behind that? Nigerians.
well, you know,
Harry, I had no idea Nigerians were like the number one
yeah,
hustlers of the world. Nigerians and Russians.
I have a Nigerian prince family member that left me money. All I have to do is give them my account, and they'll send me that money.
I was like, well, this is what yo, partner, this is what you can do. Let me give you my cash at me that money. You can do that. You can do that. Send me a check. Send me a cashier's check.
You know, I take everything. I Venmo, PayPal, cash,
Right.
hook.
Right.
Bank transfer is easy that way. They take bank transfers too.
That's what I say, Harry. Like, you want to give me money? This look, let me tell you how you can do it.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go open up an account and put $1 in it. You spend those millions.
So many hustlers. So many hustlers. So many hustlers.
No, so yeah, you have to be leery of these scams because they will take everything.
Yeah. No, they will.
And now there's and this is what I mean when they're asking for your social security number over the phone. That is the scariest thing because now there's people stealing your homes. They're stealing your titles.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah. So you go, or all of a sudden the marshal shows up at your door and telling you got to get off the property, and it's like, well, what? You sold your home? No, I didn't. But there are these people stealing your title with all the information. They could go and they could transfer your title without you ever knowing. So it's so much to be worried about.
Yeah. And you know, these hustlers, man, they get slicker and slicker and more sophisticated, you know, by the minute.
Yeah.
And you can see how elderly people can get taken advantage of. Like all kinds of people can get taken advantage of.
Well, that's the scary part about we were talking about the other day, the using your card like that, you just wave it.
Yeah.
If somebody has a reader nearby,
they can read.
They could. That's why they sell the wallets now, the RFID.
Yeah, listen, Harry, I've been using RFID for about a decade because you could get them at the AAA store. That's how I found them. I found them. I went out of the country about a decade ago somewhere, and I bought one for my my passport, and then they had some for your credit card. So I bought a bunch of them, Harry. These little RFID little sleeves for all my credit cards. So I bought like a pack of them, but now they make handbags and wallets already with it.
Yeah, you have to because
people can stand next to you, right?
That's it. If I could sit right next to you with a reader and grab all your information. So once you use your card, it has to immediately go behind that wall in order for somebody not to read it. So that's the scary part, that people actually put the readers in the gas station.
Yes, Harry. And you have to, and that's why they was like taping it, right? Like if the tape is broken, then you know it's not like.
And they do it in the bank machines too.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Like, I just don't want us to be great, Harry. I just don't want us to be great, Harry.
The problem is that there's not one thing that's unhackable.
I think you're right, Harry.
And
I know what it's like to be hacked too, man. That is a terrible feeling.
Hey, me too. They got me at a gas station. And I had to jump through hoops because they hit everybody at this Waterbury gas station. So they took a lot of people's money. Well, they got busted.
I will tell you though, my credit union, they are on top of it. Whenever I bought I bought some books in France from a bookstore in France. I was not in France. I had I hadn't gone to France yet. I was in France maybe um I think it was before I went to France. And they called me, and that night I was ordering these two books, one for me and one for Andrew, of the Chateau Gardin that I am fascinated with. That these people, I don't know, they're from New Zealand or somewhere. They bought a chateau in France, Harry, and they renovated it. It's beautiful. So I've been following this story. It's a love story of this chateau because this is on my bucket list. I'd love to have a chateau. What is that? Wipes? Oh, you got some? Send me some, Harry. I need some. That's what I want for Christmas, Harry. You can skip the Obama books. send me a case of wipes.
Go to Brooklyn Textile.
Those are not by way of China, is it?
Oh, Brooklyn. They're in Brooklyn. Brooklyn Textile.
But are they by way of China?
No. And
so I buy these books. I order these books from the bookshop at the chateau, and it's in French, and I had to translate all this other kind of mess. That night, my Connex called me. My credit union called me and said, "Look. Some purchases were made, and is this you? Are you in France?" No, first it was, "Hey, Miss Ivy, are you in France?" No. "Well, your card is in France." "My card is in France." Yes, there were two purchases at the one purchase at this chateau and da 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 da. I was like, "Oh, that was me in the middle of the night buying books." And they were like, "Okay, we just checking." Harry, they had people on all night to call me at some ridiculous hour to say your card is being used in France. Are you by chance in France? No. Is that hemp?
yeah, it's not staying lit.
I know. You know what? I had that problem too, Harry. You got to give it a long. There you go. I got a couple left. I got a few left. I like the way the smoke is good. I just don't like the smoke. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's the reason that I was doing a lot of vaping.
Yeah, the vape is really no better for you either.
But it's different. I mean, the vaping is good. It's just
Health-wise, it's not good for your body.
The what?
It's not good for your body.
That situation where they were having problems with the vaping, it was people were buying
counterfeit stuff.
Off market, yeah, counterfeit stuff that affected people.
Okay. They want to know if the Brooklyn place has Lysol spray, Harry. Do they have Lysol spray?
Brooklyn Textile.
Brooklyn Textile.
Yeah, and I don't have anywhere to drop the ashes. Hold on.
I was gonna say put it in the chat, but all right. Brooklyn Textile. I don't know. Do they have spray or they just have the wipes? That's what I want now, Harry. Don't give me nothing. Give me disinfectant.
I just ordered 4 buckets.
Give me paper goods, Harry. Oh my God. That is hilarious. Yes.
Yeah, so I mean they have a lot of stuff.
Brooklyn Textiles? How'd you find them, Harry? Never mind. I don't want you to have to come kill me. Hard to kill your friends.
It's not hard. It's not hard to kill them. It's just you have to live with it.
You scared me.
That's not the hard part. It's when you start missing them.
Brooklyn Textiles and Equipment in Brooklyn.
Yeah. So they have the Clorox. The Clorox wipes are very expensive on this site.
Yeah, they tell you right up front, Harry. We have in stock 880-ounce hand sanitizers, 495 buckets of 300 wipes,
Yeah,
340 canisters of 80 wipes,
see,
637 canisters of alcohol wipes.
that's where you want to go. See, I'm buying the 400 bucket, which is basically um 5 of the Lysol.
They offer free shipping on most light items. If you purchase multiple items, if you are happy with your order, we humbly ask that you share about our little Brooklyn company with your friends and family. With your help, we can keep people employed. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so buy the bucket. Don't buy the Lysol. The bucket is basically like the Lysol. I mean, the Clorox wipes. It's the same thing.
Okay.
So the bucket, you for $20, you're basically getting 5 of the Lysols, which are $15 on the site. So buy the bucket. I just bought 4 buckets.
I haven't even got to the buckets yet. They got the 4-ounce hand sanitizers, 80% alcohol, no residue, free shipping for 5+ bottles, $5.10. Harry, that smoke in front of you is freaky.
It's my medicine, people.
That's pretty. Station gown.
Don't judge me.
Oh, then you can get face masks. Oh, because you have to wash your face masks. You can put them in a little mesh bag. Well, most women have a little mesh bag for lingerie.
It's not worth buying the Clorox wipes or the Lysol wipes. Buy the buckets.
Okay.
You're saving money with the buckets. You got 5 of the Lysol, canister stuff in that bucket, in the 400 white bucket. Even the 300 white bucket, because the Lysol wipes comes with 80, 72. So
And they got 3-layer face masks. Okay, so you say don't buy the disinfecting.
don't buy the name brand. Don't buy the Clorox or the Lysol.
Okay.
It's too expensive. So
Disinfecting wipes, 4 canisters of 80. It's $49. $49. Is that what we want?
which one you're looking at Clorox?
It doesn't. It doesn't say Clorox. It just says disinfecting wipes. It
Yes,
doesn't have a name.
it should be the Vega Caramel 400 for 1990.
Oh no, I didn't see that. Okay. They got a lot of clothes. They got a lot of isolation garments. You need garments too?
You're probably in the whole list. If you go to the top, you could click on disinfecting wipes.
Okay, here I am. Sandy Professional, 1 canister of 175 no rinse sanitizing wipes, $19. Oh, they got some Purell disinfecting wipes, 1 canister of 100, $14.90. The Lysol, $16. Okay. Okay. The Sweet Care for 1 bucket of 800 disinfecting wipes, $49. No, that's not what you want me to do.
It's the smaller one. So you see that they have the 300 and the.
Oh, I see the Vega Caramel. Oh, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh, Vega Caramel, 400 disinfecting wipes, 1 bucket of 400 is $19.90.
So that's basically 5 of the Clorox wipes in that 1 bucket.
Or the Vega 300 disinfecting wipes, $18.90. Okay, cool. All right, Harry, I might have to get down with this. Okay. We can be some cleaning people. But are these wipes good for the environment? Are they biodegradable? Because I saw a thing, Harry, where these wipes, the ones you use for your butt, the ones you use to clean with, they don't break down in these landfills.
Well, the ones
you go mighty quiet, Harry. See, I gotta go through the whole process, Harry. I need for all the way. I need it to be good all the way. The circle has to be complete.
I hear you. You want to say uh, with a dirty kitchen because you go, oh well, they're not biodegradable, so I'm just gonna leave my kitchen mold out. No, but these wipes are good. I mean, can't go wrong.
All right, I'm gonna keep it
I
in
mean,
mind.
these wipes are the ones you're gonna throw in the trash. You're not gonna flush these.
Well, even if you throw them in the trash, Harry, they gotta go to a landfill, and they're not gonna break down.
But the wipes that you use for your butt, they break down.
No, they don't. You have to make sure you see the one you, because I saw a whole thing on like one of these little shows. You have to make sure that they are the kind, because they was letting people think just because you can flush them doesn't mean they break down. They can go down the toilet, but they don't
That breaks down.
they
Like
don't disintegrate. So you have to make sure you buy ones that say they disintegrate.
no, definitely. That's the ones I got because if you run it underwater in your hand, it
Yeah,
breaks.
it'll break down.
Yeah.
They like get all like, yeah. I was like, man. See how they all the trickery and foolery that goes on, Harry, with consumer products. So much trickery and foolery. You think you doing something good, and you are not. They want you to be a part of their foolishness to harm the environment because you just want a clean, safe environment for yourself. Damn it.
Anybody watching, don't call 911. The smoke is not a fire.
Harry is
I'm,
himping.
I'm taking my medicine.
Himping. Oh, Harry, did you make the call? 10 o'clock. It's after 10. Hi.
That's right.
It's 10:08. You gotta get it in. We got FCC rules.
Connecticut.
Oh wait,
And you're
I?
listening to
Let's do that
WNHHLP
again.
103.5 FM, streaming live at newhavenindependent.org. Hi, this is Babz Rawls-Ivy from New Haven, Connecticut, and you're listening to WNHHLP 103.5 FM, streaming live at newhavenindependent.org.
Yay! Oh
You
my
know,
God.
oh my God.
Harry, are you do you need a now you know the little man that was the CEO for Zappos died in a fire here
You
in
know,
Connecticut.
this is just hemp, right? So this is CBD hemp, right? I actually had one with THC in it while I was doing Joe's show one time. And I started getting really relaxed. And I started spinning in my chair.
Oh my God. Is there tape on that? I need to see that.
Yeah, Joe was like, Harry, what are you doing? I'm like, what? Sorry, sorry about that. I'm a little spaced right now.
How is this show doing? Was you on this morning?
No, I haven't been on since, no, I haven't been on this week. I was gonna say since before the Thanksgiving, but I haven't been on for a while.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'll participate in the chat on his show.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I used to tune it in the mornings. But after the pandemic though, because I would drive in on it. I would drive in listening to them. And I'd be like trying to pull, I'd be like, damn it, I wish I could call in right now. Because they just go wild. And I bought a t-shirt, a New Haven t-shirt from Kodak.
You bought a what? Oh,
a t-shirt. He dropped it off at my porch a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, really? He's doing delivery?
He's doing, he dropped, he was never going to be able to catch up to me. So I was like, let's leave it on the porch. I tell everybody, if you need, get me something, leave it on the porch. I mean, no one has touched anything off my porch. Just leave it on the porch. I have so much furniture. It's like a living room out there.
You know the other day that my neighbors that they had those boxes out there that I was talking
Oh
about.
yeah, did you catch up with them?
Yeah, I spoke to one of them, and he actually put the packages out there so that friends could come pick it up.
Oh, that's what you said. You kind of thought that.
So, but I'm like, they're from the Bronx, right? So they're thinking this is for them. They're thinking this is
Safe.
really safe, and everything. So I was telling them, okay, you might not get people grabbing your stuff, especially since my cameras are, people see the cameras. I've seen people go look at and then walk away because they see cameras. So I'm like, but I can't do nothing about the raccoons, the possums, the skunks. If they smell food out here, it's possible that they're gonna get, because they had yams from Ghana. So I was like, as a matter of fact, I was like,
and all the animals are like, International Night.
I was like, ooh, I wonder how a yam from Ghana.
They got some Guyanese yams.
Yeah,
Honey, get the kids.
I was telling Carrie, you think they'll miss one? She's like,
Oh, no. Oh, you gonna steal from your neighbors, Harry?
she was like, Harry. I'm like, I'm joking, but it is very enticing.
Yeah, but you gotta know how to cook it. You want to cook it the way they cook it.
I've seen them come. They bring a lot of food into the house, and
just to be the two of them.
yeah, and I'm like, man, I have to ask them what are they cooking, and am I allowed to sample?
Harry, listen. You take them some of that Puerto Rican soup.
Hey, I just
knock on the door with some of that Puerto Rican soup.
Yeah, because I just want to be neighborly, so I'm willing to test whatever they cook. I got
knock on their door and say, "Listen, Merry Christmas. We just want you to have some of our cultural soup, our soup. We're Puerto Ricans. This is what we eat. We hope you love it." And then they'll want to reciprocate. Then they'll be like, "Well, listen, we want you to have some of our Guyanese food."
I had some soup at the Ethiopian restaurant in New Haven, and it was so freaking delicious. But it had me sweating for like 4 hours.
Was it hot and spicy?
Yeah, it was hot and spicy, but spicy usually leaves your system after a little bit. I was sweating for 4 hours, man. I was like,
what's around with them African spices, Harry? Them spices from the motherland. Yeah. They take you back through time.
Like, woo.
Listen, those spices will take you back to the womb. They'll take you back to when time began.
If I would have known Anru at that time, it probably would have been a way to communicate with the ancestors, right? What's going on? My office at the Chamber of Commerce with my AC on, and I was still sweating. Like, what's going on here?
Oh my God, Harry, that is so ridiculous. Listen, I know, Harry. I've had stuff that, man, and you think it was hot going in. It was hot going out.
Yeah. I remember because one of my coworkers and one of my friends, Letitia, she was like, I told you not to eat the soup. I told like, you weren't kidding. She's like, you haven't tasted spicy. Before we sat down to eat, she's like, you haven't tasted spicy. Don't start with the soup. Because when my husband had that soup, woo, and I'm like, spicy doesn't do anything to me.
I'm Puerto Rican. My roots are Afro-Latino. All right.
It's on my hot sauce. But it was hot. Woo.
I hope you went back and apologized. You know what? You were absolutely right.
No, she came into my office and she was just laughing.
I know she was. I know she was like, as soon as you took a bite, she was counting down. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, but I love trying all types of food. Karen is not. She plays it safe.
I'll try all kinds of food to a point, Harry. Like I won't eat like animal stuff, right? Like I won't eat odd animals. I'm just not that person.
What's an odd animal, Babz?
Rattlesnake, alligator.
What's the difference?
Monkey brains. I'm not eating any of that.
Okay, monkey brain, I'll draw a line there. But what's the difference between a snake and a chicken? What's the difference?
That's the difference.
The only difference is that we've grown accustomed to eating.
Listen, I agree with you, Harry. I'm not doing it.
It's like I have friends from Central America, South America who eat iguanas and stuff like that.
I'm not doing that.
And I'm like, I would really like. They say, well, we don't do it here. We haven't done it. I'm like, well, if you ever make a stew, hook me up. I want to taste it.
Listen, I had some cactus at Camacho Grill, and I was like, cactus. I don't know if I'm gonna dig this. That's a plant.
I don't know, Babz. That you're still eating a living thing, right? Is that vegetarian really? I mean, well, vegetable, but I'm saying, well, kind of.
Yeah, it's vegetarian. I'm vegan. I don't eat meat anymore. Although I did have a sliver of turkey for Thanksgiving because Margot was her first turkey, and she wanted me to taste it to make sure it was good.
I get confused with the whole vegan thing. I know there's some that.
But vegetarian is you eat vegetables and you'll eat other things. Vegan, you won't eat any animal products, eggs, fish, none of that.
Some of them.
I eat fish and I eat eggs.
Like some of them won't eat the fruit unless it actually falls off the tree.
Yeah, I see.
Well, what's the difference?
I'm not, because they feel like you're doing harm. The thing is not to harm living things. If it's already fallen off the tree, it's fair game. But if you pull it, it's violence.
If it's falling off the tree, it's probably dying, right? So why not grab it while it's ripe?
Harry, I don't ascribe to that thinking. I feel like you can pick apples and cherries and things off the tree. Like you can pick things off the tree. I'm not that extreme.
Yeah, I remember offering.
And I'm not with these people that forage either, Harry. You ever see these urban foragers? They go dumpster diving. I couldn't do it. Only way I can do it, Harry, is at the apocalypse. That's it.
Well, of course, if it's the apocalypse, everything goes.
Everything goes. But just for kicks, no.
Well, they don't see it that way, just for kicks.
I know, because I get it. Because the world throws out, particularly Americans, we throw out so much food that if you just go through the dumpsters, you could find whole meals. There are people that do this on a nightly basis, Harry, that they find, and there's a lot of food that has expired or unopened or partially eaten, and I get it. I'm just not going to do it.
Well,
unless I have no choice. When
I worked at a homeless shelter in New York City, right off of I think it was 40th and 8th. It was the West Side cluster. They used to volunteer us to I forgot what the program was, to go and pick up food from restaurants, the leftover foods.
Yeah.
And then go take it to shelters and stuff like that. And I always used to wonder, because all of it was wrapped. By the time you picked it up from these restaurants, it was put in aluminum pans and all of that stuff. But I always used to wonder whether they were just scraping off the plates of people who just left their food.
No, that's hard to do. That's a hard thing to do. They wouldn't do that. You can't do that.
I don't know. I don't trust anybody. Like we used to deliver it, and then in some of the shelters, they used to ask us, you mind staying and serving, helping us serve? I used to be like, yeah, sure. We used to serve sometimes, and they used to go, oh, take a plate. We want to make sure you're fed. And I used to be like, bruh, there's a hot dog stand out there.
Ew.
Hot dogs. I'd rather eat the dirty water hot dogs than eat. I don't trust that what they were putting in, whether they were sliding it off of other people's plates.
No, they don't do that. Harry, I'm a chef by trade. I worked in restaurants in my early life. They won't do that. These people are very serious and have a great deal of integrity about this food. And they have nothing to gain by doing that. They have nothing to gain by scraping food off plates of other people, of patrons.
You have a serious issue. It's called faith in people. I have none.
I'm trying to restore your faith, Harry. I'm here to tell you, as someone who was a chef and worked in kitchens and restaurants, they would not do that. But if there's food left over in the kitchen, they will happily package that up and participate in those food share programs.
There used to be a lot of food. I mean, well, the restaurants in Manhattan, they used to, I guess, throw away so much food.
Yeah. So I'm glad that, restaurants, the problem with restaurants for that was they just needed people to come pick it up because they couldn't have their people drop that off and deliver it. You'd have to come and get it.
Yeah. So we used to, they used to volunteer us at the job, but once it got over your hours, it was on you to stay, volunteer, especially when you used to serve. We weren't supposed to serve or not volunteered to serve, but we used to stay and serve sometimes just to do the right thing. But I never ate from those things. It was just too scary for me.
Oh, it's fine.
But apocalypse time, I'll be right there.
Push people out the way. What do you mean you don't want those carrots?
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm adaptable. I could, I'm clean. Like there's certain things I won't do because it's dirty for me, right? But
I won't drink off people, Harry. I won't even drink off my kids. Even when they were little, and they used to like, Mom, drinks. No. I don't like to drink behind people. It just grosses me out.
I was actually having this conversation with Bella, right? Because she likes to grab everything I have, right? Papa, and I'm like, Bella, slow down. And she's like, but I'm thirsty. I'm this. I'm like, but there's juice in the refrigerator. She said, but I want yours. I'm like, but yeah, so if you want mine, it's going to stay yours because you backwash too much. And she's like, backwash? What's that? I'm like, you play with your food, you play with your drink. You sit there with the bottle on your mouth while watching TV, and the drink comes in and out. And she's like, oh, okay, Papa. Like she got offended. I was like, well, yeah, listen. I'm like, it's different when you have to share. You have to share. But there's plenty of stuff over there. Go get your own. I've been there where you got to share. It doesn't matter how much the other person backwashes because you got to drink. But if you ain't there.
Although Andrew has no problems. Like we were somewhere and he drank after me and it just like I was like, ooh. I'm like, no. And he's like, then he offered me some of his. I drank some. I'll do it at the very beginning. I wouldn't do it at the end. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'll take a sip of somebody's cocktail or whatever just to taste it, but not a lot, not enough. Like it's almost like a pour in my mouth, not really a drink. Do you know what I mean?
A friend of mine would like when we were young, that we used to hang out and everything, and people used to be like, "Let me get a sip of your soda." He used to always lick.
Ew! Oh my God!
The bottleneck and go. I licked my bottleneck. I know nobody wants it now.
Yeah, no. I know people who used to do stuff like that. Ew, Harry, that is nasty and mean.
I mean, with me, it was simple. I used to drink knowing that I was gonna be asked for some. So I used to drink and he say, "It's yours."
Yeah,
Once I gave it away, it's yours.
yeah, yeah.
But I got issues that way. But I know you got issues that way now too. So
I do, Harry. Oh my God. No, my kids are like, Mom, we a kid. No, I don't. Nope. Not my siblings, not my friends. Nope, 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 nope. You have it.
I remember staying at somebody's house and them not having extra toothbrushes. Oh, you can use mine. And I was like, what the F is wrong with this?
Harry, listen, I was having this conversation with somebody. If you're sleeping with somebody and you get up in the morning and you don't have your toothbrush and you're at their place or they're at your place, do you let them use your toothbrush? First of all, this would never happen at my place because I have a gazillion toothbrushes. Like I keep a stash of toothbrushes.
Too, so that nobody gets
tempted. So that'll never happen at my house. But if you just slept with somebody, did all manner of things with them, and then you get up in the morning, you're like, I can't use your toothbrush. I was like, you already had your tongue in their mouth.
Yeah, but still, I can't do it now.
And now you done had tongue and body parts and fluids in your mouth, and now you can't get up and use a toothbrush? Are you kidding me?
I've been married to Karen. What month are we in right now? So it's
December 1st, World AIDS Day too.
It's 33 years I've been married to Karen, and I ain't using Karen's toothbrush, and I will flip out if she uses my toothbrush. I don't roll that way. It doesn't work.
Oh my God, Harry, that cracks me up.
Can't. I remember staying at that person's house and they said that. I was just like, nah, my finger is fine. I will use my finger. Why? No, if you don't understand, I can't explain it.
Oh my God, Harry, that is too funny.
Yeah, I knew friends who just used to use people's toothbrushes. That's like the most nastiest thing in the world.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it is, considering if you spent the night. I mean, if you was, now I get it if it's not a sex partner.
Yeah, but
that would gross me out. But a sex partner, Harry, come on, really?
Yeah, but they say the human bite is worse than a dog bite, right? So, and a dog is constantly licking their butt, and my bite is worse than that. I don't think so. I ain't touching nobody.
In my head, hey, what? That is the craziest thing I've ever heard.
I'm telling you. So I put two and two together. When they say a human bite is worse than a dog bite, I'm like, okay, that tells me everything about a person's mouth. I don't want to get near anybody's mouth.
Oh my God, that is too funny. That is too funny. Well, I don't know. I could be grossed out by it if it's not a partner that I'm with. You know what I mean? Like if it's a friend or whatever. But if it's somebody that I just had relations with, I don't know if I'd be that. If I run it under hot water and I think I'm fine.
Well, I would have to.
Which is weird. But
I would have to boil it in a pot. I would insult them because the process that I would put it through, boil it in a pot, pour alcohol and peroxide and baking soda and
don't forget bleach.
And a bit, And they'll be like, "What the hell's going on? Get the hell out of my house if you're that creeped out about, from about me." So, but yeah, I don't know.
Oh my God, Harry.
I'm not good.
That is
I realize I got issues.
yeah, you do.
I'm accepting of my issues. I don't care if other people accept my issues. They're my issues.
That's true. That is very true. That is very I don't know. We should take a poll, Harry. We should take a poll. Who is adverse to using somebody's toothbrush if you stay the night at somebody's house? I'm just saying. Who is adverse to that?
It's a sex partner, right? That you're talking about.
Yes.
So something happens, one thing leads to another, you end up in their bed, but there's nothing for you.
Right.
And how about soap?
And see, soap doesn't bother me. Soap bothers you too? You couldn't use somebody else's soap?
I usually carry my own soap wherever I go.
I wouldn't use anybody's like I'm weird about somebody's washcloth, but maybe not a sex partner. Maybe not a sex partner. I wouldn't.
I don't touch
Soap though, Harry?
So if I'm staying at somebody's house, I don't touch anything in the shower. I try not to touch the shower curtain.
Do you turn the water on, Harry?
But I'm like, oh God, I hope my elbows don't touch the wall or the.
Oh my God, really? You're like that? Not me. I like being in other people's shower, particularly if they have like all kinds of like soaps and gels and stuff. And I'll just use them all. I'm like, ooh, it's like Christmas in there for me. Like my friend Benita has a lot of showery things. So when I spend the night at her house, I would just use all her things. Like whatever was in the bathroom, I would use it. And when she was living in New Haven, she had a little dish with all these exotic soaps. I love them. They smell good in the bathroom. And they'd be like little soaps. So they're like, you could, after 2 uses, they're all gone. And then she'd have gels in the shower, right? All these little gels. Oh, I loved it. I have friends who like all that kind of stuff. So, yeah.
Like my son-in-law came when they came yesterday. It was because the lights were out, and so they had no hot water. So they came to shower here. So I put out soaps for them.
Individual soaps?
Yeah, everybody gets a soap just in case they like me. So actually,
like a big bar soap, not like a little hotel bar.
No, the big bar.
How that waste of soap? So what do they take the soap with them when they go?
Either that or I toss it. But
oh my God! You toss all that soap?
No, but they didn't. It was just one bar they used. So they don't have.
Because they know you're crazy. Like my dad is crazy. We're not gonna have 4 different bars of soap.
Right. So they're like, at home we all use the same soap. So
yeah, so we'll use the same soap here. And you really didn't have to give us whatever soap was in the bathroom would have been fine.
So I mean the soap that's in that bathroom downstairs is Bella and Daisy soap, so it's not like we don't shower or anything down there. That's basically their bathroom. So I mean, so any soap there was fine for them because it's them anyway. But just in case, I'm always thinking of the other person.
Wow, Harry.
Really, I'm thinking about myself.
That's pretty interesting, Harry.
No, I thought it's just normal.
Yeah. Well,
it's normal. I mean, Karen and I use separate soaps, but only because she needs my soap dries her out.
Okay, so she needs a different soap.
She needs a different soap.
What kind of soap do you use?
I don't know.
Maybe you don't know. What's the brand? Do you care? You don't have a favorite brand of soap?
I mean, I I buy her Dove.
Yeah, Dove for sensitive skin or just Dove in general. My daughter Margot has to use Dove for sensitive skin.
But she buys her own soap that she likes. So I mean, I don't know.
See, I'm a soap snob, Harry. I like all kinds, but it has to be fancy, like well, what people consider fancy soap. Like right now, I've discovered this soap. This sister is a chemist, and she created her own soap under Butter and Lie on Instagram, and she thinks she's on Facebook too. So I've been using her soap. I bought a whole bunch of it. I really like it. I love the lather. I love the way it feels. I love it on my skin. You know, for
I'm
the
a,
first time I get out the shower, Harry, I don't have to rush to put on lotion or Vaseline.
See, that's the thing that with the soaps that like Karen soaps, like if I go jump in the shower and there's no soap, my soap is out, and I don't want to get out to get a soap, I'll use Karen's. But then it's like the soap doesn't come off. It's like it's the moisture. It's like, is the soap off? Why is my skin so,
Moisturized
yeah.
because you've been stripping your skin. You've been stripping your skin of its natural oils and stuff with that harsh soap.
I'm trying to get it off. I'm there an extra 20 minutes trying to get off the soap.
No, that's just your skin being moisturized and like wow, responding to like care. You stripping your skin.
I'm a simple man. I've been using Irish Spring since I can't even remember how long.
We're not a good soap for your skin either.
Yeah, but it's
No offense to the Irish Spring people.
yeah, but I've been using it all my life, so
Okay.
I'm used to the
I
smell.
didn't even know they still made that.
Yeah, I'm used to the smell. So I'm and mine cost less. I could buy a whole bunch of soaps for what Karen pays for hers.
Harry, sometimes it's not about the price of things. Sometimes it's about the quality of things.
Yeah.
You would never like my soap. I have a whole bunch of all kinds of. I really like French milled soap. I like Italian milled soap. I like a lot of different kinds of exotic soaps. You know, soap
I,
that has things in it.
I moisturize after the fact, right? So after I come out the shower, I'll lotion up and everything.
Mm. What are you eating?
Huh?
What are you eating?
Cashews.
Oh, they look good. Oh man, I feel like I want some nuts now. Oh, I've got some pecans.
Whole cashews, which for some reason, if you order online from Walmart, they say they don't have any. But if you go in,
They're there.
on the shelf. That stuff drives me crazy.
Well, maybe because they don't pull from their stores, or I don't know.
No, they're supposed to have it for you for when you drive up. But it's like I think once they reach a certain amount in their inventory, they save it for the customers that come into the store.
Oh, okay.
But that makes no sense. That's the reason why I'm sitting outside waiting for you to put it in my car because I don't want to go in the store. Whatever. What I've been craving lately, what I gotta order is Captain Crunch. I haven't had Captain Crunch in years.
Oh my God, you don't want that. That's just go get you a bowl of sugar.
I know, but the kid in me wants Captain Crunch.
Well, I will tell you this. My daughter's been she's been on a Fruit Loops run, so she's had Fruit Loops in the house, and I've been eating a little bit of Fruit Loops. They're not as flavorful as when I remember them to be, Harry. Now they just kind of taste a little bland. Do you know what I mean? Fruit Loops used to be very flavorful.
Since you mentioned it the other day, I actually went and got myself a box of Fruit Loops, and I've been using it as snack as I'm watching TV. So.
Oh yeah. Oh, then get a better cereal then.
No,
well, if you like it,
I usually just eat Cheerios or Honey Nut Cheerios. I have it in a bag and I'll eat it. But I've been craving the little kid cereal,
Yeah, you get that. You get the smallest box you can because you're not going to be happy with it because you're gonna taste it. And you're gonna like, oh my god, who eats this crap?
Actually, the Captain Crunch I've been craving are the Crunch Berries.
I know. I feel you, Harry. I've had that craving. I've done it, but
That and the Sugar Golden Smacks. You remember that?
yes,
Sugar Bear?
with the sugar bear.
Yeah.
Do they still make those? I don't even know.
They should. I mean, but you know that is a different taste. That's you have to really like that cereal to eat that cereal.
Yeah.
You know?
I used to like that cereal though. Listen, I like Raisin Bran, Fruit Loops. I tend to like my preferences for non-sweet cereals. Like I like shredded wheat, that kind of thing.
You know what I don't think they make anymore? You remember the banana nut Frosted Flakes?
No.
It was it Frosted Flakes? Yeah,
No, I don't.
banana nut Frosted Flakes. They used to have little chunks of banana in it. That was freaking. That was like eating banana pudding for me.
No, that doesn't even sound like I want that.
It's like sugar on top of sugar, but the sugar is banana. But
Babz says he does not share the love for crunch berries.
That's delicious, Paul.
Although Harry, crunch berries was my thing too. I didn't like the peanut butter crunch. Do you remember Captain Crunch peanut butter? I didn't like that one.
Yeah, I'm wondering where my phone is right now.
Oh,
I left my
that
somewhere. I think it's downstairs.
That's not my favorite. But the crunch berries and the plain ones. And this is what the thing with Captain Crunch. You have to pour the milk in, and then you have to let it sit so it gets that almost sogginess, but still retain some crunch. Do you know what I mean? Like that's how you do it. You can't just eat it because if you pour the milk and eat the cereal right away, it'll tear up the roof of your mouth.
Yeah, you know that. It's like a Brillo pad.
Yes. It'll scar up your gums.
Yeah, mine used to be different, right? My mother used to make me coffee, but really my mother's coffee was milk with a drop of coffee.
Yeah, and lots of sugar and cream. Like, yeah, lots of sugar.
Yeah, that was my mother used to make me that, and I used to pour my Captain Crunch into the coffee.
Oh my God.
And it used to get all soggy and stuck together. It was so delicious. I got to try that again.
Harry, you're going to regret it. I'm telling you, you're going to regret it.
I'm going to regret cavities.
Because that sweet sugar is is not for grown-ups.
Definitely now, if I sneak candy, it hurts my teeth.
Yeah, it should.
But I remember eating candy and I don't have any cavities, but when I eat sweet, I feel it. It's different on your teeth. I'm like, what's going on? I guess old people shouldn't be eating a lot of candy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You want to keep your teeth. No, you don't need to be eating a lot of candy. Yeah, no. But yeah, crunch. You gotta let it sit in that bowl for a few minutes and get let the milk absorb into each cereal, but just enough so you still have so it softens, but you still get that crunch.
No, what you need to do is warm up your milk.
Oh.
And pour the Captain Crunch in it. That is freaking delicious. I'm thinking of all the stuff I used to do, and I have
to. And Captain Crunch is vegan.
Captain Crunch is vegan.
And so is Fruit Loops.
But they're not good for diabetics, right?
Well, no. Oh no, vegan is not synonymous for health. No, it's not healthy. All that sugar, Harry. You might as well just take a cup of sugar and just rub it on your teeth.
Or the corn syrup. Ugh.
Just swish your mouth with some corn syrup and then take a big swallow. Do this 3 or 4 times a day. See if you have any teeth by the end of the year. Oh my God.
Yeah, but you don't get the crunch.
Yeah.
The Captain Crunch.
Yeah. Sometimes you want a sweet cereal though.
It has to hurt your teeth a little bit. Make it soggy, but enough crunch so that you go, ooh.
Yeah. So it tears up the roof of your mouth and your gums are all swollen. You swole up your gums. No, and Apple Jack too, Harry. Don't forget about Apple Jacks. I like Apple Jacks too. Like I don't eat any of these cereals anymore, but
part of Apple Jacks is the milk afterwards, right?
I think that's any cereal, Harry.
And
it's a vicious cycle, right? You pour the milk, you eat the cereal, and then you have milk left, so you got to pour more cereal so you can get the milk lower, and then you have no milk, then you got to pour a little more milk because you got more cereal that needs to be wet. It's a vicious cycle.
I thought that was just my routine, Babz.
No, and you have to make it's an art and a science because you could have it go on too long.
Definitely.
So you should get it in 2 bowls. Like it's a 2 bowl minimum, right? 2 bowls of cereal out of one experience.
Like I ate the Cocoa Krispies the other day.
I never liked the Cocoa Krispies
because I bought them for Daisy, and the bags are just sitting there. You know, now there's no space on my shelves, so the box of Cocoa Krispies is on stools. There's Cocoa Krispies. There's chocolate. What is that? The chocolate Lucky Charms.
Ew.
Daisy loves that, right? So, I mean, well, Daisy loves the marshmallows. Anything you give her with marshmallows.
Yeah, anybody likes the marshmallows.
The marshmallows. But so
they're magically delicious.
I can't do the Lucky Charms. It just looks.
And the Count Chocula. Do you remember Count Chocula?
Chocula. Oh my God, I would kill for a bowl of Count Chocula right now. That's delicious.
But I tell you what, Frosted Flakes is probably my all-time favorite.
Frosted Flakes, but you know what I used to love was the Frankenberry.
Oh, I forgot about Frankenberry.
Yeah, that was delicious too. Well,
yeah. Yeah, no. And honeycomb. Remember honeycomb? Big, big, big. Honeycomb taste. Big, big, big.
They were big.
They were big cereal.
Big cereal.
Like 3 on your spoon.
You know, I remember when oh my God, who was it that was it my mother who was pregnant? I don't know. Anyway, so you remember Wick used to give King Vitamin.
Oh my God. I used to love King Vitamin.
It literally tasted like vitamin.
No, it didn't.
It did to me. I was like,
King Vitamin was like Captain Crunch, but they were little crowns.
But you know,
I used to like King Vitamin and Quisp. Remember Quisp? Like the Martian cereal?
Yeah. By the way, Tabisa is moving to every week now. She was doing bi-weekly.
Okay, good.
She's moving to every week.
That's that world culture.
She follows you every Tuesday at 11.
All right, so stay tuned. Tabisa is up next. She got guests today. She's singing. What's she doing? She has fun. I think it's today's show is about health. So she has. Right. Well, good for her.
So just wanted to say that.
Yay, Tabisa! After me, health is our wealth. I like when she has like musicians and when she's like all about that world global scope.
Yeah, so she
I love her global scope.
She's going to every week, Tuesdays at 11, and Behind the Brand, which is Preston's show.
Preston, yeah.
Is gonna be Mondays and Fridays at 12 noon.
Everybody growing their shows. All right. Come on up, y'all. Come on up. All right, well, we gotta go.
Yeah,
I have a guest tomorrow, Harry. Angela. Wait, what's tomorrow? Wednesday? Oh no, she's not till. No, I don't have a guest tomorrow. She's not till Thursday. I keep wanting her to be on every single day. She's not on till Wednesday. All right. Oh, you know what? So Harry, we have to really start talking about our survival
Tomorrow is Wednesday, Babz.
tomorrow. Yeah,
Is she-
tomorrow's Wednesday. No, she's on Thursday. She's my guest Thursday.
All right.
She's my guest Thursday. So, all right. Oh, you're gonna play some old school music for us.
All right. We're out of here, people. Stay tuned. We'll be on this at time.
Hi, this is Babz Rawls-Ivy from New Haven, Connecticut, and you're listening to WNHHLP 103.5 FM, streaming live at newhavenindependent.org.